Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Technogeneer. Our today's topic is static VAR compensator. If you see the name, it is static VAR compensator. So there are three words in this name. We use static for those devices where there is no mechanical motion. Specifically, we use static for those devices where we use power electronic devices or special equipments which are solid state devices. So static VAR compensator mean that we are using the system which compensate reactive power. VAR is for reactive power, and by using solid state devices. So it is very important component in power system. Normally in power system we consider two types of power which are used. One is active power and the second one is reactive power. The power which is consumed due to the resistance is known as active power, while the power which is used due to the capacitance or the inductance is known as reactive power. If the active power is more, then the power system is more efficient and the voltage regulation problem does not occur. But if the overall percentage reactive power is more, then the overall voltage regulation is disturbed and the quality of the power is also disturbed. So there are two ways to compensate this reactive power. One is the traditional method to compensate reactive power, and the second one is the modern way to compensate reactive power. The traditional way to compensate reactive power is by using capacitors or inductors either in series or in parallel to facilitate the system and to minimize the impact of the reactive power. But in the modern way, we use power electronic devices like thyristor, MOSFETs, and solid state switches in order to compensate these reactive power. We virtually create reactive power, and we limitize the VAR value in the power system. So the overall capacity of the power system, the overall capability of the power system in improved without using any capacitor or inductor in the system, or with using small capacitor or inductor, we can generate up a huge amount of reactive power. Normally, these devices which are used to compensate these reactive power, yeah, modern devices which are used to compensate these reactive power are known as FEC devices, flexible AC transmission system. And among FEC devices, there are many types of devices which are used, and one of the most important device which is used in the FEC is known as static VAR compensator. So the advantage of static VAR compensator is that it is fast, it is reliable, it can control the reactive power. There are secondly, it is used in a shunt state, so the price of the static VAR compensator is very low, because in the if any compensator is connected in series, then the all current in the system will pass through these compensator when the compensator are in connected in series. So the quantity or the quality of the system should bear the current requirement of the system, because all the current will be transmitted in series. While in static VAR compensator, as it is connected in parallel, so the current carrying capacity will be the current will be transmitted with the main transmission line, and it will used as a in a bypass circuitry. So the minor current will be passed through this compensator. So the overall cost of the static VAR compensator is very low. So the common type of static VAR compensators using are the TCS. TCS stand for TSC. TSC stand for thyristor switch capacitors, in which we use capacitors to compensate the static VAR. And secondly, it is TCR and TCR are thyristor control reactor, and third is TSR, that is thyristor switch reactors. Anyways, there are two main purpose of using static VAR compensator. One is when the system output voltage is low, this static VAR compensator produce reactive power and raise the network voltage. Secondly, when the system output voltage is high, the static VAR compensator use inductive reactors, reactive powers, and reduce the overall voltage of the system. So the common types of static VAR compensator are TCR. TCR uses bidirectional thyristor valves in order to control the frequency, phase, and the voltage level of the system. Second one is TSR. It uses it is a thyristor switch reactor. So it has just two states. One is on state and the second one is off state, and it will control the reactors according to the system requirement, and it will control the system. If you see, there are the main two types, TCR and TSR. The major difference between TCR and TSR is that we can control the reactive power by using TCR, but and so we can produce any quantity of reactive power by using TCR. But in the case of TSR, we have just two states, one is on and the second one is off. We cannot control each and every value of the reactor, but we can just on or off the system by using TSR. Similarly, we have TSC. TSC is thyristor switch capacitor, in which there is no reactor. In the case of reactor, we use the combination of capacitor and inductor, but in case of capacitor, in case of TCS, we use just capacitors to compensate the reactive power. The fourth one is comparatively cheaper. It uses mechanical switches to compensate, so it is known as MSC. MSC is the mechanical switch capacitors. So it uses mechanical switches like relays to control the capacitor bank. Normally it is cost effective solution, but these are a little bit expensive solution, but it is also used in the power system. So if we discuss about the TCR, so TCR normally use two bidirectional thyristors. If you see, the direction of one thyristor is in one direction, while the direction of the other thyristor is in other direction. So it will used as an H bridge and control the on off states of the thyristor. So by using this on off states, the quality or quantity of the reactive power is controlled. But the problem of using these thyristor is that it will produce some harmonics in the system, and these harmonics will disturb the overall efficiency of the system. So in order to remove these harmonics, we use some filters to remove the harmonics. So the major cost in this TCR static var compensator is of the harmonic filter, because the harmonic filters are normally very expensive. So in case of static var compensator, we would need harmonic filters to improve the quality of the waveform. Similarly, we have TSC. TSC is thyristor switched capacitor. So it is the two thyristors are in bidirectional format, connected in bidirectional way, and the capacitor is connected in series. So the capacitor is used as a compensator, and it will compensate the reactive power of the system. So one thing which you should understand is that in the traditional power system, there we use a fixed capacitor to compensate the reactive power, and these fixed capacitors are uncontrolled systems, and it will control some problems in the system. While in static var compensator, we use variable system in which thyristors can control the capacity of the capacitor, which can be which can be used for the system. So so it restricts the system it will control the var value of the system, and it will compensate the reactive power according to the system requirement. In short, we can say that it is an adaptive system. It can change the reactive power according to the system requirement. So typical combination of the static var compensator is TCR is normally connected with fixed capacitor, or TCR is in combination with MSC or TSC independently used. The advantages of static var compensator is it is used for improving the voltage regulation of the system. It can be used for reducing the temporary over voltage condition. It can reduce the voltage flickering of the system. It increase the power transfer capability of the system. Similarly, it increase the transient stability of the system, and it increase the damping of the power insulation and damping of subsynchronous oscillation. So in short, if the reactive power is increased in the system, then the overall voltage regulation of the system is disturbed, and the quality of the system, yeah, quality of the voltages are disturbed. So static var compensate will compensate all these elements in the system. But if we compare the static var compensator with the synchronous condenser, so normally the synchronous condenser is quite expensive as compared to static var compensator. Normally the cost of the synchronous condenser is 20 to 30% more than the static var compensator. But the advantages of the synchronous condenser is much more than the static var compensator. But we prefer static var compensator is because the cost of the static var compensator is less as compared to synchronous condenser. If you see the circuit diagram, you can understand that how the static var compensator are connected in the system. You see that this is the transmission line and the var compensator are connected in series. So these are the bidirectional thyristors, and the reactor is connected. Similarly, it is connected with the fixed capacitor, so fixed capacitor is attached with it. Another composition is that TCR is connected with the switch capacitor bank. So we have switch and the capacitors. Similarly, TCR is attached. So similarly, multiple TSS are already connected with different kind of buses to compensate the reactive power of the system. So one more important thing is that when we use multiple capacitor in the system, so the capacitor charging and discharging of the system is disturbed by using the var compensator. If you see this diagram, that we have capacitor A in connected with the system, so these capacitor will be used to flatten the output of the overall power. So next we have some circuit diagram. If you see that if we see, this is the typical diagram of the static var compensator. If you see, there is a control station connected in with the overall system. The control will control the output of the control the switching on of switching of the static thyristor, while there are two inputs of the control signal. One is the voltage, reference voltage, based on which the control signal will control the output, and second one is the auxiliary signal, which will be the parameter of our AC bus, which is either level of the voltage, sinusoidal waveform of the voltage, frequency of this voltage, and the phase of the voltage. These are the signals which are the input of the control signal. This control signal gives an output by which it can control the switching of the thyristor. If you see, these thyristors are connected with capacitors or with some reactors in order to control the reactive power of the system. Similarly, these static var compensator have some filters to remove the harmonics of the system. So filters are normally LC filters, which remove the harmonics of the system. So this is another diagram. It is a single line diagram of thyristor control switch capacitors. So if you see that there are two switches connected, one is connected in the transmission line, and the second one is connected in parallel, which control the parallel circuit of the system. So when the bypass switch is connected, and so that this whole system is isolated, and this system is not connected. But if there is some problem in the system, then this bypass switch is open, and this switch is connected, and it will control the reactive power of the system. So if you see, these are the static var compensator in connected with the series reactors, and one capacitor. So these when this switch is on, this static var compensator will work and removes the issues of the reactive power. Thank you. Jazakallah. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.